In 1907, a teenage boy applied to the Vienna Academy of Fine Arts. He wanted to be a painter. He was rejected twice. That boy was Adolf Hitler. And I am not telling you this to be glib. I am telling you this because what followed, the humiliation, the slow curdling of a mediocre man's ego into something monstrous, is one of the most important cautionary tales in human history. Because Hitler didn't seize power. It was handed over to him legally, democratically, by a country that was desperate and wanted someone to blame for their condition. To understand his rise, you have to understand Germany in the 1920s, a country that had just lost World War I, humiliated by the Treaty of Versailles, forced to pay reparations so enormous they weren't fully paid off until 2010. A country where hyperinflation was so severe that in 1923, a loaf of bread cost 200 billion marks. People carried money in wheelbarrows. Life savings became worthless overnight. Into that vacuum of humiliation and confusion stepped a politician who offered simple explanations for complex problems, who identified clear enemies and promised that removing these enemies would restore Germany to greatness. Hitler's gift was oratory, an ability to read a crowd's sentiments and reflect it back amplified, to make people feel that he was talking about exactly the same things they wanted to talk about, but they couldn't articulate themselves. So he became their voice, collective voice. He joined a tiny political party in 1919. He took it over, renamed it the National Socialist German Workers' Party, simply speaking, the Nazis. After a failed coup in 1923, he made a strategic decision. He would take power through elections. He would use democracy to destroy democracy. When the Great Depression hit in 1929, unemployment tripled. The Nazis went from 3% of the vote to 37% in 3 years. The conservative establishment thought they could control him. On January 30th, 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor. They were catastrophically wrong. Once in power, Hitler moved with extraordinary speed. Emergency powers, the Enabling Act, trade unions banned, opposition parties banned, free press eliminated, all within 1 year, all through legal mechanisms. Over decades, this pattern has repeated across democracies. Economic crisis, a charismatic populist, establishment politicians who think he is manageable. They are always wrong. History is always repeating this story, and we are never learning.